friends, it's Velvet. This is my messy desk. This is where I create. I thought I would show you my studio space. So, right here is my basket with all of my finished ephemera. Next to it is glue. Up above are inks and brushes and bone folders that I like to use. And then over here I've got my cutting stuff and writing stuff, more glue. This, what's going on here is I had just filmed my first Kill-A-Kit, which I'm maybe out of order. I may post this before I post the Kill-A-Kit. But yeah, so I'm trying to kill a kit here. And so this is all the stuff that I've made. And I think I'm going to feature this once it's done. It's just a little, oh, I don't know, folio, I guess you'd call it. So yeah, the desk is messy right now because that's what I'm doing. I have a small haul that I've got to do. There's a Temu there and thrift store haul. Jeez, Odin scared me. Hi, Odie. That's Odin. All right, now over here, oh, this is cute. This is from our wedding. So if I haven't told this story, I actually accidentally proposed to my husband, and his answer to me was, hell yeah. So this is, we had this at our wedding, and some of our guests signed it. But what you'll see over here is lots and lots of fabric. And there's fabric in here. This is art supplies in here. A very dear friend who was a former professor of mine, she was cleaning out her parents' house and she gifted me a whole lot of stuff. So that was that. This is some lace and trim. Here's some more lace and trim. In here, in these, which, where did I get these? Walmart? Or did I get them from, well, wherever I got these. I have two of them, and they are all full of some of my favorite fabrics, as you can see. And there's one underneath. One of these may be fabric that has been cut into. And then in here, this is jam-packed with sewing patterns. I was very fortunate, and I happened to win an auction on eBay a long time ago, and they had like 60 patterns, and I got it really inexpensive. And then my mother-in-law gifted me some of her old patterns too, so I really should use those more. This is all some stamps, guys. Do you see how deep this is? And it goes back 12 inches. Jam-packed. In here is all flowers and things that are like flowers. In here, I've got some lace and trim that I kind of use for closures. So it's less about being sewn on a journal, and more about being used for closures. Although I think there is some stuff in there that I would use as closures too. More stamps. And more stamps. I have way too many. Right here is a big bag of fabric. And then when I move that, I've got this drawer full of fabric. And this drawer full of fabric. I don't need any fabric. Then there's this, which is just a whole bunch of, gosh, I think this is stuff for a giveaway. I'm not else. Yeah, it is. Pretty sure that's for a giveaway. That's what I've got put aside. Then in this drawer, this is the second drawer from the top. This is all like ephemera stuff. We've got old magazines and notebooks and, yeah, oh, just so much stuff. So much stuff. And then the top drawer is very similar. We've got all kinds of old ephemera type things that this is kind of what I would like to do, go through this summer, is just, go through all of this and see what I've got. And this is my stack of my music pages and all kinds of stuff. Magazines, all sorts of things. Then on top of this, I have another little jar that I've got a bunch of lace in. And then this is all of my lace and trim that I use for the junk journals. Yep, so what is this? I don't know what that is. Yeah, there's a lot here. I really don't know what that is, but let's see. Oh, it's all my spools that I'm planning to put a lot of the ribbon and trim in. Then we come over here to this bookshelf, and we've got buttons. Who's got the buttons? This jar is mostly my grandma's that I inherited and my Aunt Carolyn's that I inherited. And then I start going into the paints and things. So I've got some of my paints and sprays here. I've got lots of drops. These are some of my favorite colors that I like to use. And there's that stuff. Lots of stuff going on here. This is alcohol ink. More inks. These are sprays. And that's full. Here are my gel plates. And then some more paints. This is just a bag of, it's like packaging that I want to use for roll-offs. And we've got more ink and other things. These are also some sprays in here and inks, I think. Just some of the extras that wouldn't fit elsewhere. And then over here, I have these two things sitting here. And these are mostly like cards and stuff that I can make into ephemera. So, like tags and things like that. And then I've got excess rubber stamps here. And then my drawers have some of my favorite stamps. I try to keep them kind of close. And then we've got more stamps. These don't open and close very well. Some inks. More inks. And more stuff. I've got lots and lots of pencils and things, so I've really got to get, I think I've got to get that a little more organized, because you'll see I have another drawer that's got stuff too, elsewhere. This is all sequins. I used to use sequins a lot on cards. I don't use them so much anymore. Wow, I have a somewhat empty drawer. This right here is all mark making tools for the jelly prints. And then we've got some stuff. Oh, there's a Stigla. More stuff. And glitter and stuff, embossing. This is just a stack. This is just a side table where I stack things that I have to put away. I just this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, picked up this amazing linen sheet for less than $10. It's huge and it's gorgeous and it's white and I love it. All right, so up here I have just one thing of my washi tape there. I've got to find a better place for it. This here is kind of roll-offs that I need to use, and some of my craft sheets. Here's some of the watercolor paper and stuff. We've got some oil pastels up there. That's all of my embossing folders. And then in here, I've got like all things to make tags. Things that are tags that need to be reorganized and stuff. And then right up there, that is... well, it was alcohol ink stuff, but I don't remember what it is now. Anyway, and then back down to my desk. Messy, messy, messy. This is usually cleaned up. But I keep my trimmer over here. And then over there, I've got just some tools and stuff. You saw the rest of this. Then I've got this thing. I got this for Christmas. This thing here. It's really nice. Oh, recycling. And the recycling actually is there so that I can rip this all up, shred it to make paper and garbage. And so, in this, I love these because they pull out like that. So I've got, you know, my stapler and sander and just all sorts of little things. I got my baby oil for cleaning my jelly plate. Then I've got some hand sanitizer to use alcohol inks on the jelly plate. Cleaners. The baby powder is to unsticky stickers. And then, whoops, dropping things. This drawer has all of my watercolors in there that I love so much. My very favorite on top. Oh, and then this one doesn't open, but this has got some extra glues and things. Whoops. And I don't know if you saw this, but that is for crocheting. I have been in the process of making a blanket for years, which is kind of funny. All right, then we come over here, and so these are all things on rollers. So what I do is, if I'm working down here, I will take this and I will roll it out a little bit, and then I will take this and roll it out, and on it I have, these are all my scraps. So here's what I have. The bigger scraps are in this basket here. Actually, let me zoom out a little bit. So these are bigger scraps, you can see, bigger scraps. And then this basket has all the tiny scraps. As you can see, I have a million. Then on this is, I've got some miscellaneous glue, adhesive type stuff. And then my glue book that I use when I'm using my glue stick. And then these are just little notebooks. And then down here is, like my gel medium. Oh, I've got my silicone stuff. I've got, oh, that is, texture paste, all sorts of things, you know, that you use in mixed media. And then we come over here, and on here I have my favorite punches that I use a lot. And then more tape type things. And then I've got this one drawer of my washi. And then there's this drawer of washi. And there's this drawer of washi, plus that thing that you saw hanging over there. And this drawer of washi. Yeah, I'm a fiend. Here's some of my like glue stick type stuff. Things that I don't have to get to very often. And then here, in this drawer, I've got a lot of grunge board. The smell. Oh, the smell. And chipboard, tons of that sort of thing. And same thing here. Tons and tons of chipboard and stuff that I really need to get out and use. Then, oops. Then here I've got my magnet sheets and stuff for storing dies and stamps. Here I've got a whole bunch of these colored tabbed pads and more stuff. What's in here? Oh, this is just miscellaneous stuff. I've got some stuff in here that was gifted to me that I pull out once in a while. And then here is the part that's all kind of new. I had this bookcase and I completely took everything off of it and redid everything. Nope, Odin, bah, don't do that. So this shelf holds all of my paper, almost, I would say 99.5% of my paper. So up here I've got the 12 by 12 stuff. And then starting here and in here and in here are digital kits. Oh, this is 12 by 12 in here too, I think. Or, I'm not quite positive about that. Actually, no, I don't think it is. This might be some specialty papers. So, you can see I've got all kinds of papers. Some of the digital kits are mine, but most of them are things that I bought on Etsy and elsewhere, and I've just filed away. Here's all of my coffee dyed and otherwise dyed paper. You can see my dandelion dyed paper over here, pretty yellow, and my avocado dyed paper. Some 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and then these are all kits too, and I think this one contains all of the stuff that I'm kind of currently working on. And then down here it starts with so it goes from 12 by 12 to some smaller pads, and then even more smaller pads, and then that's the last of the smaller pads. And then under there I've got some cardstock, and then in here I've got some specialty papers. So that's that. Then over here I've got specialty papers, things that I could dye or I could fold and make into pages for journals. Handmade paper, all kinds of different, fun papers. These are books I've taken apart to use. These could be covers. So this is my cupboard shelf. I've got my Misty here. And then I've got some of the smaller specialty papers down here because I had this divider thing and it fit perfectly in there. So I decided to do that. And then this here is my Sizzix station. So I've got the Sizzix, the giant one. So this is really cool that I have this here. Then this drawer has a whole lot of markers and pens and pencils and things like this. My charcoal and, just you name it, I've got it in here. All kinds of stuff. And then this drawer is miscellaneous, like, embellishments that don't really fit well in another area, although actually I have a place for these now. So I'll need to go through this drawer at some point. But you've got some chipboard. These are cool. Just, I've got Scrabble tiles. Just, miscellaneous stuff. And then down here, I have got all the rest of my punches. So you can see I've got punches and some of the Sizzix dies, some of this, the old dies, and then some of the, like the side punches. And then over here, this is new. This is actually from Temu. It is a very inexpensive shelf that is just this really thick paper stuff. So what I've done here is, I could take that off, but I'm not going to. There's my Braille, and then my player piano papers and my real slides. I've got some clay up here too. This is my rust pot, so this is what I'm using to rust things. Then under here I've got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. This is like a wood burning thing, and then these are like to make rubber stamps. And then I've got my laminator. And under here, this is all my mold making, because I know I've never shown you, but I do make plaster things. And so I've got a bunch of molds and plaster and stuff. And then right here is where I'm keeping all my trimmers. So there's that. And then on this side, ooh, look at this. I know you've probably been wondering how many napkins I have because you've seen me haul so many. But this is, here's all my napkins. I was able to make room for all of them. Yes, I have some twigs. Those are for journals. These are just one deep so I can see what I have. And then like some of these are ones that I bought one-offs on. Let's see those. And then there's the smaller napkins. There's my big stapler that I have. And then this is all bookbinding stuff. So that's my bookbinding kit and a whole bunch of wax thread and stuff. What? Oh, this is, wait, what is that? Oh, this is my wax melts. When I do wax melts, that's all that stuff in there. And then what do I have? Oh, these, so what I've got in here are just some things that I'm working on if I want to decoupage napkins and then use them as is. And then here I've got tissue paper. So that's that. And then we'll close that back up. This thing was so inexpensive, and it's really, if you keep lightweight stuff on it, it works so well. All right, up here I have got all of my cardboard that I can use for making book covers, and a little bit more. There's some bags and stuff. These are things that I've already folded, so they have their crease, and so they're ready-made for book covers. Right here is some specialty paper that was gifted to me by a very dear friend. And then that is a whole bunch of stamps that I used to use for card making. Not getting rid of those because I do still make cards when it's a special occasion. And now over here, I already had this bookshelf, but it was not full of the books that I ripped from. So let's start at the top. This is all just some stickers and things that don't really have a home, but I want to use. A lot of these were gifted to me. Some of them I bought. Some of them I'm trying to get rid of on Etsy, hint, hint. But these are the keeper ones. And this could be repurposed, but, you know, right now it's fine. This is like envelope and bag central. So I've got all of my, like, envelopes and things in here. Lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Oh, and you know, Nightmare Before Christmas. And then, so here we've got the books that I ripped from. And for the most part, I've tried very, very hard to put them in like some sort of order. So we've got like flowers and, you know, things like that, herbs. And then we go to like birds and things like that. Some of these are double stacked because I just, you know, I just really wanted to keep them. You know, I'm a big fan of the dictionary pages and all that stuff. And then in the back you can see it's stuff that I've already taken out of books. And then here's some of my bigger stuff. My phone books and stuff like that. Then I've got a whole bunch of like old magazines and the music books that I've taken apart and will use. And here's some more Braille. And then we've got more books in here. Maybe a lot of these are foreign language books that I can rip from. And then the bottom shelf is the same. And then here, I've just got a whole bunch of miscellaneous paper-related things. So, you know, if I took something and I just kind of threw it here just because I don't have a good place for it at the moment. And here are little, like, cardboard things that I can use to make tags and stuff. And then here I've got all of the cellophane to do the, slide things. And then here, this is another, just a little organizer for old papers and stuff that I just, you know, I needed a place to stick them, and this is where they ended up. Look at this old atlas. Oh, it's fabulous. And then over here is really, like 3 shelves of ephemera. So up here I've got, fussy cuts that other people made. And then underneath that, I've got more fussy cuts. And then under that, these are all packages of like fake Tim Holtz kind of ephemera. So there's stickers and all sorts of things there. I've got my paper here. Here's all of my cards. You can see. And then this is another thing of the fake Tim Holtz stuff that resembles Tim Holtz. Let's put it that way. And we've got some paper in there and stuff. And then down here is my Tim Holtz file place. It's got all kinds of Tim Holtz stuff in here. I had to put my brand new paper dolls in there because they didn't fit in my paper doll drawer. Yes, I have a drawer. This is full of stickers. This is miscellaneous ephemera. Some of it is like, you know, like real tickets and things like that. More miscellaneous ephemera. And even more miscellaneous ephemera. And then under here, I've got, like, these are all postcards and things. And then I've got stickers and more ephemera. And then this is also stickers, you can see. The blue is painter's tape that I used to shut the tops of the baseball card holders. That's how I filed them away. And then we've got more postcards and some papers, you know, smaller papers. And then here I've got some bookmarks and envelopes and, you know, a bunch of different miscellaneous things. And then here's my last, well, I guess I've got 2 shelves left of books that I rip apart. So I've got like cooking and things, and then I've got like catalogs. Here's my big box of card catalog cards. I bought 500. And then that right there is my mom's old colored pencil box. She used to love coloring, so I kept that and kept it in my crafty stash. Just a remembrance of her. And then under there I've got some more books. Right here is one of my kit bins. So let me just move some stuff so I can show you. So this is where I kind of sort some of my kits. So let's see, kits and more of the well-used things like these 12 by 12 pads that I really, really enjoy. And the stuff on top is stuff I either just used or plan to use very soon. And here, oh gosh, here are my dies and stamps. If I were to hazard a guess, I'd say I have 1,000 stamps and dies. Yep, not kidding here. Like, cause this is like one of those photo boxes, and it is jam-packed full of stuff. Ugh. And then, yeah, more under there, and then just a couple of craft magazines and some miscellaneous books that I can go through. And then here, over here is what I use to hold beads and, let's see, we've got paper clips. This top thing is paper clips. And then I've got underneath, I've got eyelets on this row. And I've got brads on this row. And then under that is another one where I've got beads and charms, all sorts of things. And these are what, 6? I think there's 18 or something. I guess there's 9, 18, 27 per thing. I don't know. And then over here I've got chains and I've got pins, safety pins. I've got all kinds of cool like steampunk stuff in there. Oh, there's more of those the tiles. That's interesting because I've got some elsewhere as well. So, all right, this thing doesn't work. And then these are just some things hanging out here. And then here I've got, these are just ribbon closures that I have not used yet, but intend